is going on, everybody? Just got here to camp. I am in Moab this weekend and the weather is fantastic. It is 60 degrees. It feels so good outside. Kind of bummed a little bit. I was hoping to camp in a different spot, but all of the turnoffs had gates and they were all closed. Which is kind of lame because it's super dry out here. There's no reason why they should be closed other than probably not enough people this time of year. It's winter. Found at the end of the, just like before the trails start, there's one campground. It's not very private. It's kind of open, right next to the road. Already had like one, there's only like 3 people here, but already had one crew kind of stop by their campsite. It was super loud, some music. So hopefully not too bad tonight. There's really nowhere else to camp, so I usually try to get pretty far off the path and away from everything, but this will have to do this time. I did totally forget my camp chair, camp tables, some cameras. I forgot a bunch of stuff, but this one should have a pretty good, we've got the campfire fire pit there and a table, so that should be okay. And beautiful view of the cliffs. And tomorrow we'll be driving out that way, do some trailing. Just had some Jeeps drive by and blowing up a bunch of dust. I was debating, so I'll show you. So there's about 6 sites just along the edge from there to there. And I was debating taking that one because whenever cars drive by, the dust kind of stops. It goes through this campsite and then stops and doesn't really get over there. But I do like that this one's kind of the furthest in between all the other campers, so it'll be fine. Just enjoying the weather. I don't think I've done a tour of the camper yet, so just going to show you around. This is a Beanstalk 2.0. It's the company's Bean Trailers. They're based out of Utah, and this is was one of their base models. Pretty sweet teardrop. It's pretty tall on the inside, so you can stand most of the way up. If you're in there, I've got the awning on one side and a small, just kind of like a mud room on the other. And a lot of their other teardrops, they actually have a rear galley that pops open in the back here. And I opted for this one that doesn't have it, just to be simpler. It's all one-piece construction, so there's no really hardly anywhere, if at all, where you could end up with leaks. And then you still have this table, which is really cool. It stores on the underside of the camper and then pops into the side here. So you have a cooking area. This is a cutout section. And so you can put a cutting board here. When I'm cleaning, I put a tub in here. This is water storage. And then of course I have this hanging kitchen utensils right there by the awning. Really well constructed. On the inside here, it's it's a queen size mattress. And then I got these cool camp themed pillows. Has a nice little touch. Horrible idea to have white sheets. I did not have white sheets there before, but I was switching some stuff up and this was just the quickest thing available. So if it gets dirty, it gets dirty. But nice little storage area here in the back. I just keep the sleeping bags, blankets, pillows, extra pillows there. There's a battery that powers the trailer. I'm starting to use suitcases. It's just so much easier to organize your stuff. And usually I try to bring the kids along and I've got bags of stuff all over the place and it's hard to find everything. So I'm starting to just use suitcases. Everybody would have their own. Just makes it really organized. Beautiful view out here in the back. Max air fan on the top. I don't have it open right now, but that's where another window, and that's where I also hook up the diesel heater. I just made a board, we'll see that later probably, cubby in the front. And what's cool is that this mattress can also fold up into a couch. I'm actually gonna do that in a little bit. So tonight I can watch some TV. And just like that, the bed turned into a couch. Honestly, it is a pain to convert it from the bed into the couch mode, and partially that's because of the sheets on here. If the sheets weren't on there, it'd be a lot easier. So I've actually started leaving the main covers off, just so it's like one less thing to have to like pack and unpack, fold, unfold. So I'll leave it like this for a while and watch a movie later. But nice and comfortable. There's a Molly panel built into the side, and I don't really have a particular use for it yet, but I have Velcroed this temperature gauge. Super cheap on Amazon. Outdoor, looks like it's 59 degrees, indoor 73. That nice warming effect from the sun. And so it's a two-piece. I have the other piece out in the front of the trailer. And I just leave this here. It's kind of fun to watch. And then this is a nice little touch. It's got a little cup holder here. And put some pretty good cups in here. Pretty heavy cups. And it's held on pretty good. So I've been impressed with that. We've got the controller for the fan, like a key holder. This powers the lights. Lights on the inside, and you probably won't be able to see this, but I have another controller, and behind the couch there you can see it illuminating. There's a backlight there, so that's been pretty handy. Custom tilting fridge slide has been working out fantastic. If you haven't seen the video, I have a video kind of giving a tour of the inside here and how this is all set up. Time to get some dinner ready. I pre-baked some potatoes, and we're just gonna throw them in here, get them warmed up, and then we'll make some steak. All right, we got the potato on the hot coals warming up. Once that's a little closer to done, we'll get the steak started. And I realized another thing I forgot. I forgot the apple crisp. I pre-mixed the ingredients, had it all in the Ziploc bags. Also forgot that one. Good news is I have a backup dessert. Got some red velvet cupcakes. But man, I was really hoping for the apple crisp. Okay, and then the kitchen I just have in this box in the front. And stores everything, so I'll put the camp stove, bowls, plates, pots, pans, everything. Everything kitchen goes in here, and it fits right up to the top. All right, it is chow time. Ribeye steak, baked potato. 50 degrees. It is starting to get chilly, but excited to eat. I'm actually gonna use some of these logs as a chair because I need to be closer. It's so warm. Normally, I just get the cheaper steak at the grocery store. But I opted to get some nicer Costco steaks. And this stuff is so tender, so good. A little bit of steak seasoning. Not bad. This potato is also fantastic. I will say, one thing that's tricky, winter camping, and it's, I mean, honestly not that cold, but you know, the times you go in the mountain, it gets really cold at night. Just make sure you have tinfoil, wrap your food in it. I'm kind of just keeping it over the parts that I'm not eating, and just keeps it warm a lot longer. It is now 44 degrees outside, and inside the camper it is 54 degrees. Just finished cleaning up outside and time to relax. So check this out. I've got the heater running. I just have a plywood insert which I built to fit the size of the window frame. I can already feel the warm air pushing through. And I have the projector running. You can see it over here. And what I really like about this is I don't even need a projector screen. So I've got couch mode set up and it fits perfectly against the back there. And it's a white backdrop, so yeah, we've run it like this a few times and shows turn out great. And I was still craving for those apple crisp, but I got my backup. We got red velvet cupcakes. All right, I'm gonna be running the show off my phone, so time to relax. We'll see you later. And just like that, back to bed mode. Before we sign out for the night, let's check on our temperature. So it's 42 outside, 68 inside the camper. Not too bad. Gonna probably stay about that inside. Supposed to get just about freezing tonight. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Well, good morning. It is about 35 degrees outside, upper 60s inside the camper, so it stayed nice and warm all night. This camp actually did turn out to be pretty peaceful. I think most, if not all, of the sites around here are now taken, but it didn't get too loud. It was pretty quiet actually. And now just getting some breakfast ready. So this is a really cool cast iron waffle maker from the Appalachian Cast Iron Co. Pretty sweet hinge there. We tried it out on the last camping trip and it worked out really well. You just got to get the temperature right. So I've got this sweet little temperature gun. Just points it, aim it, and so at 83 degrees, I just slowly warm it up. And every now and then, give it a flip. And we'll let this get a little warmer, a little bit above 250, and then we'll get the waffle going. Then over here, I'm just warming up some water, and we'll be using that to put the waffle mix containers in so those can start warming up and loosening up. Nice. I think it's ready. All right, we got one waffle, some blueberries. I did not warm the butter up enough, so let's try it out. Turned out great, but it's cold and it's cooling down fast, so I'm gonna focus on eating. All right, just about ready to head out here. Today I am gonna be going through chicken corners. First off, we're going to start on Hurrah Pass, which will take you up, and then start the Chicken Corners Trail. So we'll see how it goes. It's not supposed to be too crazy. Biggest thing is there's just lots of cliffs, shelf road, and full-size truck. So let's go take it on.
I was born
Yeah, there's supposed to be wind caves out here on the way. This looks like them. Let's go check it out. This is so cool. It's not a whole lot of wind. I think this one might be a dead end. This one's a dead end. It's on the window. Oh. Nice. It's a lot of sand. This is a really cool place. Check out the views. So quiet out here. That's where we are coming from. We're gonna keep going that way. See another window. Wow. So cool. I don't go too deep. They just kind of have little, more like caverns. It's more like caverns than caves. Unless I'm just in the wrong spot. It's still really cool. It's cool. There's another one. This one's a little bigger. Looks like there's a skylight. Let's see if we can get around and move the climb out. Yeah, it's just around the corner there. Let's see. Whoa. This is cool. This is the cave. It's kind of slippery, it's really sandy here. Going. Can't see. Oh, that's cool. Check that out. Somebody built a fire ring inside the cave. A little primitive. Yeah, okay, so these actually do go pretty far in. It's getting really dark over here. I need a light. I think it keeps going, but I can't film. I need a light, so let's see how far this goes. Yeah, that was pretty cool, all right. So wind caves right off of Chicken Corners. At first I thought they were more just like caverns. They weren't really going that deep, but I just kept kind of like going in and out, and then eventually found the main cave system. And it went pretty deep. It was a decent it was a decent cave. It kind of just looks like the rocks over time have like fallen and formed, like they weren't like sculpted. But it got pretty big and dark. Definitely a fun little detour. And it's almost noon, so while we're parked here, gonna go ahead and get some lunch and get back on the trail. It's a lot of chickens. I don't have one to add, but that's kind of funny. We're close to the actual chicken corners. Okay, so that was Chicken Corners. I made it through okay, was not that bad. It was definitely a little bit tippy. There were a few ruts right around the corners that made you tip off camber, either right against a rock or right against the ledge. So you just had to take it slow. But after that, it was just a short, tight bend. Take it slow, take your time. Made it through okay. And it's beautiful out here. I'm gonna need a back adjustment after this trail. Slow going. There and back, it's been about between 5 and 10 miles an hour. It's just rough. There's no big obstacles, it's just rough. And as good as the Power Wagon suspension is, it can do better. Coming back down from Hurrah Pass, almost to the end. Back at camp. Well, made it. Guess I'm not chicken. Made it through chicken corners. The Ram did pretty good. I wasn't sure how narrow it would get at the narrowest places, but you know, Hurrah Pass wasn't too bad. It definitely had some narrow sections. Never had to fold the mirrors in. Fortunately, didn't have to pass any opposing traffic, maybe just once at the end when I was coming back down. Then when you get to base camp, or the base camp sign, there's some rocky sections, nothing too crazy. Overall, trail is very rough, at least with this suspension. Made it to chicken corners, and again, the only thing with chicken corners was, I mean, I fit fine width-wise. The turns were tight, but there were a lot of deep ruts, and so it got you off camber. But again, made it through that fine. Traffic was very light, which was nice. But now, time to get some dinner rolling. I'm going to try to make dinner a little bit earlier while it's still warm out. My thermometer, I think the highest I saw it get was 72 today, and I thought it was only get to 60. So that's the benefit of all the red rock around here. It just makes it nice and warm. So, all right, let me get dinner going. It's good. Same thing as yesterday. Can't go wrong. Campfire's nice and warm. Steak and baked potato. I've got the Nintendo Switch hooked up. I honestly don't play games that much these days, but I figured it'd be a fun test to see if it works out well. The kids would like to play if they go camping, and so far so good. I think it's gonna be a windy day. The wind has picked up quite a bit. There's still a lot of night left. The wind is gusting. You can hear it pretty loudly around the trailer. It's pretty strong. I took a peek outside and it's clear outside, but I do know a storm system is coming in for the week. Might just go check, make sure a few things are okay outside. Good morning. Last night it got pretty windy. I could hear it gusting and whistling. I was actually up for a bit and I couldn't fall back asleep. And I guess eventually it died down. And this morning it sounds a lot calmer. There is a breeze moving through though. And later today, going into tomorrow, there's supposed to be a storm system moving through, just like a rain system, which is good. Needs it here. And I can actually feel a little more moisture in the air. So that's a good sign. Well, I'm going to hurry up and make breakfast and get out of here. Hey, that turned out pretty good. Alright, not too bad. This one was a little tricky to do. Some of the blueberries did stick to the waffle iron. I think next time, extra oil. I also almost forgot to put oil in, so the center wasn't oiled on one side. Otherwise, most of them kind of smashed and blended in. It was just the area that I missed the oil. Got stuck a little bit more. And then the wind is really strong, so it's really hard to beat this, so the butter just keeps hardening. So, just all the joys of winter camping. Nonetheless, the waffle's still good. Alright, time to say bye to camp. Actually really enjoyed it out here. It was not too bad. Stayed pretty quiet. Beautiful sunrise, beautiful sunset every day. Fun trail. Trailer's all hooked up. Bumpy road on the way back out. Tight S-turn, and we'll be on the freeway. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more adventures. We'll catch you later.